So this is going to be your opportunity to clean up that mess, and we're going to do it for less than $20. It's a one-day only priced item. This is the Clean Spin 360 Microfiber Spin Mop and Bucket. Your hands will never touch the yuck, and you're getting everything you're about to see for less than a $20 bill. And Diana Irvine is here, one of our home specialists. Good to see you. Always a pleasure to have you back.
With you.
This is so exciting because I hear that. Do that again. That's the little spin action. We talk about 360. This goes all the way around. This is a big thirsty mop head, too,
It is. Hundreds of thousands of thirsty fingers, both long absorbent fingers and short scrubby fingers, all in this mop head, which is washable and reusable. And as you mentioned, David, you don't have to touch the gross mop when you've used it. You're going to actually use your mop bucket, which is filled with water, to be the washer and the dryer. So you're going to put it in and get it nice and wet, and then you're going to lift it up, get all those fingers into the spinner, and then you're going to spin it dry or to the moisture level that you want based on the floor that you're cleaning. And then off you go to scrub and absorb any kind of messes, whether they're sticky, whether they're goopy, whether it's dirt or spills or pet stains, or even you can dry mop with this and pick up pet hair. This allows you to do all that scrubbing and cleaning without having to really deal with the gross part of mopping. And yet, even when I'm done with that part, I can come right back to my bucket, put it in, and wash it clean again. So you can use and reuse this over and over, with or without chemicals, your choice. But the job is easy, and now every household will have a mopping solution that's simple and effective.
And this mop head that Diana has showed you that will actually go into your washing machine is all microfiber. So this is going to be super absorbent. It's not just going to move the dirt around, it's actually going to absorb and grab the dirt and remove it. This would cost you $36.66 at retail. We are $16.68 less. You're getting the mop bucket, the spinner, the mop head, and the handle for $19.98, and then on 3 easy payments. But this price will go away at end of day today, or when the item sells out, whichever happens first. Closest to you is the orange.
Yes.
Most limited, I have 500 left in the orange. Then we've got it for you in the blue.
Love the blue.
I'm going to call that Carolina blue all day
Definitely Carolina
long.
blue.
Then we're going to show you the green.
Like an emerald green.
And then finally this beautiful dark purple. 400 of these are now spoken for. Remember, these mop heads come off, they go into your washing machine, which is so fantastic. Don't miss out on this opportunity, because once you start using the spin mop, you'll wonder where it's been your whole life long, because your hands will never have to touch the yuck.
Right, and because it's microfiber, David, you're able to dry dust as well. So if there's something that's dry or powdery, whether it's dust or something that's spilled, you can go with a dry mop if you want to get up as much as you can with the dry mop because of the static electricity. But then you're going to take it over. Always put it in an upright position, by the way. Lock it straight up and down. Unlock the handle, go into the water, moisten it so that it now is going to have that scrubbing and absorbency power through moisture. And then because we're going to take this back onto a hardwood floor, I'm going to really spin this dry to a point where there's not much moisture at all, but you still have the effectiveness of the scrubbies with a little bit of dampness to really get around something like a hard floor surface that's a little more delicate, but still needs that fine cleaning and the residue to be lifted off, but yet it's not sloppy and wet. My hand isn't dripping, but yet it's cleaned up that mess really effectively and easily without lots of effort.
Hey, let me tell you, 900 of these are gone. We are not reordering this particular mop. So this is going to be important for you to pick up now. It's the Clean Spin 360 Microfiber Spin Mop. And even if you've got larger amounts of liquid here, I mean, we've got sodas spilled, we've got all kinds of fruit juices and wine, whatever the case may be. There's a melted ice cream over there, which is a sad, sad situation.
That's a bad day in the summer.
Exactly. So this is why you want this spin mop, because your hand's never going to touch all that yuck. What it will do is absorb all that mess and also help you with any scrubbing you need to do as well.
Yes, and I love the fact that it's not one of those squeeze and dry. It doesn't get stinky. You can absolutely wash and reuse this. You can put it right into your washing machine. We recommend, because it's microfiber, let it air dry. But watch this. So I moistened it. I'm scrubbing up paint. I'm scrubbing up finger paint and crayon, but I'm also absorbing. You saw me dump an entire can of soda on there. I'm also getting into the grout on this tile. So if you think of all your hard floor surfaces, whether it's vinyl or tile or linoleum or hardwood, it's safe to use. Microfiber is very gentle on those surfaces, and if you come upon something like this, like in my house, it never seems that it lands on the right side. It always lands with the sticky side. So now peanut butter and jelly that's stuck and tacky, because this has scrubby fingers too, I'm actually put a little bit of elbow grease, a little bit of pressure on there, but look how it lifts it up, and now this is clean. This isn't sticky or tacky. And now I take this gross thing, go back to my mopping bucket here, and clean it off. I heard you having some fun over there.
Well, I was over here trying the spin mechanism, and it was super, super easy. But look at this. You go back into the container, into the bucket. You spin it and clean it. Now, if you want to use some of your favorite cleaner down inside that mop water, that's fine.
Yeah, absolutely.
That pine-scented cleaner that I love so much.
Yeah, you can absolutely do that, or you don't have to. And then, look how it's clean. So all of that I just picked up, and then this is ready to go again. The thing I want to make sure you know is that this needs to be in a full upright position when you put it in the mop and bucket, and this needs to be unlocked. The other thing that's important too is you know that if you're short like me, you might lock it at the shortest position, then you tilt it as you mop, or if you're David's height, you might let it go all the way up to the highest position so you can adjust the handle for what meets your needs and is easiest for you to clean. 2,000
of these are gone. I do want to remind you about colors. We're most limited in orange. I have 200 left in the orange. Remember, when this price goes away at the end of day today, you won't see it again for 6 months. We're not reordering this particular mop, so this is why you want to get yours now while the getting is good and get that super low price. You're saving well over $16.60. This is most limited, fewer than 200. Here's your blue. 1,400 left. Green, 1,500 left, and finally purple. 1,400 remaining. This is 3 easy payments of $6 and change. You'll use this on any floor surface.
Yes, any hard floor surface. Don't forget that this bucket has wheels, so you might have seen me pushing it around, which is great. And whether it's a simple spill or a more complicated spill, whether it's just dirt coming in on the shoes that's kind of streaky and dried, this is going to scrub that. But notice also how it goes 360 next to the baseboards. But then this mess here, which is a goopy, milky ice cream mess, it's not too much for this highly absorbent mop head. So you're getting this great mop head. It's microfiber, so it scrubs and absorbs, but it also can be washed and reused. So you'll use it and reuse it over and over again, and you'll always have the perfect tool in a pinch to clean up that mess, no matter what hard floor surface you have. This is gonna do a job that is so much easier and less gross than your old school mop and bucket.
Now, it's also important to remember that this price is only good until end of day today or until the item sells out, whichever happens first. How many gone now? 2,500 of these are now spoken for. We're last call in orange. I also have blue. Here's your green. And finally, the purple on the end there. Diana, you always make a mess and you always clean it up.
I promised I would.
We appreciate that about you. All right, my dear. Thank you so much.
Thank you.